What's going on, guys? It's Danny here, and we're back to Dire Maul East farming the Lashers, but this time pushing for 50 plus gold per hour. At the end of the video I will show screenshots again like in the previous one with how much everything from the bags sold from 3 different farming sessions. And speaking of the previous video, by the way, that one is more of a basic guide. If you're looking for a basic guide, go to the first video that I made of farming the Lashers. There I talk about the gear requirement, talents and all that stuff. So I went to my bank and I took as much gear as possible for as much intellect and stamina as possible. I have almost 7k mana and 3900 HP with my stamina buff. In the first video I used Anathema because it gave more stamina and that helped me do the double pulls. But now that I have good stamina from the rest of the gear, I'm using Benediction because it gives 2% crit chance with holy spells, which is pretty good for Holy Nova. It can crit. Another 2% crit you can get from Eye of the Beast. This is a trinket that you should get from doing the Onyxia attunement quests, and it helps a lot as well. So I started doing really fast runs of 7-8 minutes and I started getting locked. So I optimized it more with getting more for the same amount of time that I used to farm the Lashers only. Now I have the herbalism profession. I leveled it for this so I can get more gold out of this. I'm doing the whole room, killing all the Lashers, collecting all the herbs, and then I'm going into the second room to kill a few demons plus getting a few mushrooms. You guys are going to see it in the run right now. So I will log in to start as fresh as possible. There is the patrol as well in the beginning. So rebuff 2, just to have them as a timing of how much it's gonna take. You can also pre-shield here and drink. And go as soon as I have almost full mana. And the patrol is gone. Okay, go now. Yeah, go now. So right after dropping, I will drop in the middle of the first pack and I will start dragging them with me. I'm gonna be healing from my Novas, but at the same time trying to not give them my back so they backstab me. Being careful from the first patrol here, and also being careful about the Warpwood pod on the right, because they actually went inside of the... I think that sucks. Oh, I can still loot them, nice. Well, that kind of sucks if they go inside of the tree here, but I still managed to loot all of them, I believe. I'm careful with the Warpwood pod here, the first one, because I don't want to activate it, so they don't spawn more Lashers. Another thing is I'm not drinking until I have to, until I really have to. There is a Grom's blood here, so on the way around the tree, I look at the minimap to spot if there is herbs spawning on this side, and if there are, I will go for them now. I will not go out of my way after. I will go now. So now I'm coming back. So it's just I have learned to constantly keep moving and to drink when I need mana. So in the meantime, while I pick that herb, my mana regen up to almost 3k. So now I will drink, pre-shield already and drink, so I can go as fast as possible. I didn't even use Inner Focus. On the very first pack I normally use Inner Focus, I forgot. And on the second one I use Power Infusion. I don't need Power Infusion and Inner Focus on the second pack. So the second is a double pull. Something that could slow down the run a little bit is... Okay, the shield will run out, but it's all good. I think I have decent amount of HP. Before they are about to hit me, okay, I'll shield myself, no problem. Before they are about to hit me, I pre-renew, and then avoiding the backstabs. And because I didn't start with super full mana, I couldn't do one more Nova. It's okay, because I have decent amount of mana. This is best done once you have more mana, like when you have really good amount of mana. I have almost 7k mana right now. And this is actually a pretty lucky farming session here overall. If I open my inventory, you'll be a bit surprised. So keep going while the patrol is gone. And rest here. This is a good spot to rest. And I drag those with me as much as possible. There is a Grom's Blood there. So sometimes there is over there behind, I forgot to mention, next to that Death Lash right there, there is Dream Foil, and that one requires reset, so that one will slow you down. I got a lot of stuff here. This Cloak, Assassination Blade, and some Libram of Focus. This is a really lucky run. You're gonna see later how much it made. Really lucky session. So here I'll go with them. I have to stop because I see a Grom's Blood here, but normally I would continue that way because I check the book, like as I'm pulling them. It's a good spot to stop here to loot. It's safe, and also get the Grom's Blood from here. It's also safe. So I get it. I have already checked if there is a book here. No book. So I continue. So there is another Grom's Blood that sometimes spawns there in the middle of these two mobs. That one I decided to start skipping it because it's not worth. I'm gonna have to pull the two elites, the two Death Lash, and there is a chance to resist the fear. They hit really hard. I have died to them just to get one Grom's Blood. Decided to start skipping it. There is a Dream Foil there though, so it's perfectly fine. This is a good run so far. It took 4 minutes to get here, so far so good. While I'm drinking here, this is my resting point. One of the resting points. I'm checking for the mushroom. Mushroom spot number 1 is there. That one is pretty easy to get baited with another one that's almost at the same spot. You will see it on the map. You will see a dot as if there was a herb, but it will be on the top floor. We don't go for that. There are 3 mushrooms that we go for. 3 spots of mushrooms, and I'm going to show you all of them. No book here. I'm checking the book already. And now with Power Infusion, kill these real fast. Back to the wall a little bit to avoid the backstab as much as possible. I'm actually still taking backstab damage, which is a little bit scary, but it's all good because my gear allows me to do these double pulls. And this is actually even more fun when I am doing this whole room of Lashers plus a few demons and a mushroom or 2 per run. And mushroom number 3, spot number 3 also spawned. That is very nice. I mean, it's the only one that we got so far. You can kind of look. I will be pinging them on the map, and the only way is to memorize them. Just looking at the map, and I'll be pinging them, and I will also be showing screenshots. So now after I have cleared that pack, I come over here. This is a good resting point in front of the pack. I want to drink when I'm about to kill something, not while I'm running around. After I kill this pack, I will not be drinking until I get to the very last one. 6 minutes so far. It's pretty clean, pretty good. So now I kill these. I have inner focus for this. And by the time I kill the first satyr, I have Power Infusion as well. I save Power Infusions for the satyrs, or one for the first one, and ideally it comes back off cooldown for the last satyr. You guys will see that in a little bit. So I kill this pack here, refresh inner focus, get the herb here. It's overall decent herb spawns. I don't have to pull mobs and reset, or skip a herb like I said, that Grom's Blood over there, or skip it because I risk to die. It's a pretty high risk. So here, not drinking. Ah, okay, it's in the corner. I think that's the one above. And this is a good example of something that you can get baited by, like I said. So getting this herb as well and going towards the last pack. This is my 10th run, I believe. of this farming session. One farming session, 12 runs total. And for 10 runs, this is a really lucky inventory. Probably the luckiest I have gotten so far. This is gonna make the most I have ever made from farming Dire Maul East. So I'm drinking here, next to the tree, and ready to kill the last pack before I go demons and mushrooms. Those demons actually, I'm surprised of how good loot I get from them, just for killing a few. I'm not a mage who can kill a lot of demons. I kill 2 to 3 depending on how many they spawn, how many I find in the room. So these mobs, I start dragging them as well a little bit. A lot of them resisted, so rank 2 Nova. And I have my Lasher farming wand, by the way. From Molten Core I got the Crimson Shocker. It's a fire damage wand that deals a ton of damage and it gives 10 intellect, which is amazing for Lasher farming. It dropped in Molten Core and the leader was like, who farms Lashers here? This is the farming wand. And I'm like, me! So here the next resting point is next to this pillar, like that, because the patrol satyr comes until there somewhere. I don't want to pull it when I'm half or low mana. I want to pull it with full mana, ready to kill it. Another living essence, nice. This has taken 9 minutes so far. Ideally it takes 13 total for everything, which is a really good timing. 13 minutes for everything. That used to be how much it took me at the very beginning, 13-14 minutes to clear only the Lashers without herbing. Now all the Lashers with herbing, and there he is. Power infusion as well, so that Shadow Word Pain does more. And normally 2 Shadow Word Pains and he dies. I also shield myself when possible. 2 Shadow Word Pains and he dies, with smiting in the meantime, of course. And I use Inner Focus to shield myself, since that's the ability that costs me most mana out of all of them. Excluding Holy Nova here, there is no Holy Nova used to kill these single target mobs. And here, 24 silver. If they don't drop anything, be very careful here. This is how I approach this room. Stop here for a second, because there can be a mob right there. So I'll put a screenshot quickly. Mushroom number 1, as well as there was a stealthed one, you can see. So there is no mushroom. You can see on the map that there is, but there is no here. It's above us somewhere. Continue really fast. And this boss here, I will just go immediately. This boss, you can very easily avoid it. You just gotta learn the patterns. I don't want to slow right now. Here, hugging the wall, you will break the pod, but no problem. If you hug the wall and the pod breaks and you... I'm gonna drink here. And the pod breaks and it spawns Lashers, you will not pull them as soon as you hug the wall. And this first boss, at first I used to... Maybe I'll go back in a second. The first boss I used to have a little bit harder time skipping him. So this is mushroom spot number 2 here in the corner, and we do have a spawn there, so we take it. Sometimes there is a stealthed satyr here. They don't always spawn, sometimes. And now we're going for the one that patrols inside. He also comes outside, but we're going for the one that patrols this way. No need to put screenshot of the mushroom number 2 because we just took it and the spawning point is there, so remember those. The first one is at the entrance, the second one is here, and the third one is right there. We actually have a spawn there. The third one could be the hardest to memorize at first. I think of it as like, look at this, look at the map and look at this black dot sort of thing that there is there. So there is 2, one below and one on top. So on the right side of the black dot, of the first black dot on top, the best way to just see where I'm pinging and just memorize it. Because sometimes you don't have to go up there and it saves you a lot of time. But even if I didn't have to, I would still go for the video. And one more smite here. We have Rune Cloth. I was gonna mention, these guys drop Rune Cloth. We have Fell Cloth. They drop Grace. You know, it can be this weapon. So here is the third mushroom. And jump on the wall here. Go take it. So this has taken 13 minutes so far. Pretty much a solid run. 13 minutes. The end. I log out. I activate a drink. When there is 20 seconds left of the drink, I log out as well, so that I'm drinking and logging out at the same time. A little bit more efficient with the timing. Like this. And also don't be afraid to use cooldowns if you have them for the very last mob, because while you're logged out, your cooldowns are going down, and when you log in again, you will have them ready. But I do have to drink before I log out, because I do not get my mana full when I log back in. And I'm going to cancel it because I want to show about this boss. Because this boss used to take me sometimes up to 2 minutes to skip. So he is level 57 green when you're 60 obviously. And that makes it easier not to pull him. So coming from here, he comes to here and then he goes left. He comes back here and he goes right. And I see that he's coming towards me. Just don't want to run into him, right? As soon as he goes away, you can skip him. He's gonna go left. So I can go right. If he goes left, I go right. This way. And I can just go here as well. And continue this way. Avoiding this elite. He goes here, right now. I go left. Around this pillar, like this. Like here. And hugging the wall, because breaking this warpwood pod can spawn lashers. You don't want to pull them. So make sure you're hugging the wall like that. And then go this way. So here are 3 pictures of farming sessions. This is all 12 runs. And that's done in a little bit over 3 hours. 3 hours and 10 or 15 minutes. But towards the end of the last farming session, I started feeling more confident. And I was doing them really fast. And in the future, I will be able to bring it down to 3 hours exactly, and that will increase my gold per hour even more. So you can see with the red circles, basically this is addition to what we had before. Now with the herbalism profession, we're getting a lot more dream foil and Grom's blood. On top, where the greys are vendored, we also get grey items like that sword on the picture of the left, or the belt and the staff and the 2-hand axe on the picture of the right. Those are from the satyrs. Also, you can see that there is Fell Cloth and Rune Cloth from the satyrs as well. The lockboxes are still a question mark. Some people would say put 1 gold per average per lockbox, but I just leave them as a question mark. And you can see on the picture of the left, it was the most successful farming session I've ever had so far with the Lashers. And that was 60 gold and 45 silver per hour. But I got 2 epics. Actually, I got 3 rares. Not epics, but rares, rare items. Assassination Blade, that cloak is 15 agility 6 spirit, so it sells for about 7-8 gold on the auction house. And I got Libram of Focus. Oh yeah, that one is a red circle too on the picture of the left. Libram of Focus. Also those Librams are dropped from the satyrs. So sometimes it is pretty insane how much those satyrs can give for just killing 2 or 3 per run. I get a lot more mushrooms as well collected from the second room. So the picture of the left, if we don't count the rares, they are 45 gold total, but if we don't count those, it goes down to 46 gold per hour. And in the picture of the right, it was probably the most unlucky one I've had. No rare really, and not very good luck with the grace. All the petals and all that stuff, and the lasher root grace from the lashers. So with herbalism, without even getting very good luck, you can push this up to 45 gold per hour. And with a little bit of a luck to get a rare, you can get 50 plus gold per hour. Picture on the left made a total of 60 gold and 45 silver per hour. Picture in the middle, farming session made 52 gold, 11 silver per hour, including the rares. And the picture of the right made 44 and 38 silver per hour. So 45 to 60 gold per hour, and potentially even more if you get like a super rare drop of a Crow Blade or any epic item that sells for 200 gold or more. Alright, so here we go. That was it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was useful and fun watching this. I hope you learned something and I hope it helped you. If you guys enjoyed it, a like on the video would be nice as always. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. I upload a lot of videos in here. I also stream on Twitch, so don't forget to check it out when I'm live and follow the stream. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.